Welcome to Middle Ground Media, where news is delivered without an agenda. In today's coverage, Segment 1, Swedish Eurovision host city braces for possible protests. Malmo, Sweden, this year's Eurovision Song Contest host, is preparing for an influx of visitors from 80 countries and potential unrest linked to Israel's participation amid its Gaza offensive. Despite Eurovision's apolitical ethos, global events frequently cast a shadow over the contest, with the European Broadcasting Union this year resisting calls for Israel's exclusion. The city's officials emphasize the importance of freedom of expression, while also recognizing the risks of disruptive activities. Mayor Katrin Stjernfeldt-Jammer and Safety Director Per-Erik Eberståhl express confidence in the police's ability to maintain safety amidst concerns of protests turning violent. This situation underscores the complex interplay between cultural events and global politics, spotlighting Malmo's efforts to balance celebration with security. Segment 2, Venezuela arrests opponents allegedly tied to criminal plots ahead of elections. As Venezuela's presidential election approaches, President Nicolas Maduro's government has intensified its crackdown on political opposition. Over 30 individuals, including a human rights attorney and staffers of opposition presidential candidate Maria Corina Machado, have been arrested under the pretext of thwarting alleged conspiracies against Maduro. Critics, both domestically and internationally, view these actions as attempts to suppress dissent rather than genuine national security concerns. The government's narrative of facing numerous plots contrasts with the opposition and NGOs' accusations of political repression, highlighting Venezuela's deep political divide. This campaign against opposition figures threatens to undermine the democratic process, drawing attention from global human rights advocates and potentially impacting the forthcoming election. Segment 3, India's main opposition party accuses Modi's government of freezing bank accounts. The Congress Party, India's main opposition, has accused Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government of stifling democracy by freezing its bank accounts amid a tax dispute, complicating its preparations for upcoming national elections. Rahul Gandhi, a prominent figure in the party, described the action as an assault on the Congress Party by the Prime Minister and Home Minister, challenging India's democratic status. The BJP counters that the accounts were partially frozen due to unfiled tax returns on donations, a claim the Congress Party disputes. This confrontation underscores the intense political rivalry in India, with implications for the electoral landscape and the functioning of democracy. Segment 4, dozens of Rohingya Muslim refugees rescued in Indonesia after night on capsized boat. Indonesian rescuers saved dozens of Rohingya Muslim refugees from a capsized boat, highlighting the ongoing refugee crisis. The survivors, emotionally and physically drained, underscore the desperate situations forcing Rohingya to risk dangerous voyages in search of safety. This incident sheds light on the broader issue of Rohingya persecution in Myanmar and the international community's struggle to address the crisis. Indonesia's role as a temporary haven for Rohingya refugees, despite not being a signatory to the UN Refugee Convention, reflects the complex challenges of refugee assistance and the need for global cooperation in addressing humanitarian crises. Segment 5, Russia fires 31 missiles at Kyiv in first attack on Ukraine's capital in 44 days. Russia's recent missile attack on Kyiv, the first in over a month, marks a significant escalation in the ongoing conflict with Ukraine. The Ukrainian capital's air defenses successfully intercepted all incoming missiles, but the attack caused injuries and damage, highlighting the war's evolving dynamics. This aggressive act challenges international efforts to mediate the conflict and emphasizes the need for a concerted global response to address the crisis. Ukraine's call for more air defense systems from its Western partners underscores the country's vulnerability and the importance of international support in defending against such threats. Segment 6, Dodgers fire Shohei Ohtani's interpreter after Japanese star alleges massive theft. The Los Angeles Dodgers' decision to terminate Shohei Ohtani's interpreter, Ippei Mizuhara, amid allegations of financial misconduct linked to sports gambling, illustrates the challenges sports teams face in managing off-field issues. This incident not only affects Ohtani's professional environment but also highlights broader concerns about integrity and accountability in sports. The situation raises questions about the impact of gambling on athletes and their entourage, underscoring the importance of vigilance and ethical conduct in the sports industry. Segment 7. The UN will vote on its first resolution on artificial intelligence, aimed at ensuring its safety. The upcoming UN General Assembly vote on a resolution concerning artificial intelligence represents a pivotal moment in global efforts to harness AI's potential while ensuring its safety and ethical use. Spearheaded by the United States, the resolution aims to foster consensus on AI development and usage principles, addressing concerns about human rights and the digital divide between nations. This initiative highlights the international community's recognition of AI's transformative power and the need for collaborative governance to mitigate risks and maximize benefits for all. Segment 8. Congress eyes U.S. investment in China. In an era marked by intensifying strategic competition between the United States and China, Congress has sharpened its focus on American investments flowing into China, suspecting them of inadvertently bolstering Chinese military capabilities. With bipartisan agreement on the importance of maintaining technological and security edges, there's momentum in both houses to legislate enduring mechanisms that scrutinize and potentially restrict U.S. financial engagements with certain Chinese sectors. This legislative drive reflects a growing consensus that national security considerations must intricately guide economic relationships. Amidst the fluctuating political landscape, these congressional efforts signify a possible long-term recalibration of U.S.-China economic interactions, embedding more rigorous oversight into the fabric of U.S. investment policies. Such measures aim not just to safeguard U.S. interests, but to ensure that American capital doesn't inadvertently underwrite strategic competitors, a principle gaining bipartisan support. Thank you for tuning into Middle Ground Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbiased news. Join us again tomorrow for your daily dose of truth and clarity.